Hello world, I'm Jay Sher. In today's episode, I'm going to give you my top 4 reasons why you shouldn't listen to gurus, these self-proclaimed experts in business or entrepreneurship who claim they can help you succeed and help you be a millionaire, all for the low price of a $3,000 to $5,000 masterclass. Well, let's start off with the first reason why I'm telling you guys to stay away from these gurus as if they had COVID-19. You can't duplicate what they did. I said it. Whatever they did to become millionaires, you can't duplicate it. The top couple reasons why you can't is if you look at their backgrounds, these self-proclaimed gurus or experts, and I hate that word guru. Anybody who calls himself a guru, run the other way, because that is not what you should be calling yourself. But these people normally, not all of them, but normally you'll find one of 3 things. They either graduated from an Ivy League school or a top school like, say, Stanford, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, MIT, some big school that gives them a lot of credibility and clout. And investors look for those types of people. So whatever idea they came up with out of school, they invested in it. They were able to maybe succeed or show promise. And that's how they gained credibility. Or they had a connection to an investor. So their father or mother, one of their friends from their tennis club or from their poker nights or from their nonprofit, they knew some investor who was worth billions and they were able to connect them and get them a meeting and invest in their idea. And all it takes is for one investor to give one of these gurus $1 million and start their idea, whereas the rest of us had to start with nothing. The other thing I have found over time from looking at I basically research these gurus and I look at what they do and I look at where they came from. You'll notice a lot of them worked for a startup that exited or a startup that did really well. Like we're talking Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Uber, PayPal, eBay, Amazon, any of these companies that started out small and then grew and became big, or even the newer companies like all the dating apps and all the social networking apps. If you work for one of these companies when you're young and then you earn a lot of money from stock options or whatever, and you also have on your resume and your LinkedIn, ex-VP of engineering at PayPal or whatever, investors are going to automatically invest in you because you're like, oh, this person must be smart. They worked at Google. They worked at this company. So if you didn't graduate or even go to, because a lot of the dropouts still get funding. If you didn't go to a top tier university, don't have a connection to a rich uncle or a rich friend, and you did not work for a startup or a big Fortune 500 company that did really well, you're not going to get funding. I'm sorry, you're just not. So these experts, these gurus, that's mostly what they did. And a lot of them made money in real estate, or they did something, they built an algorithm, or they built an app, or they built something that worked and made them really rich. But how are you going to do that? They already did it. You can't do it. You can't duplicate what they did. So don't listen to them. One of the things I noticed a lot of these master classes do, and not that I've taken any of them, but I've been privy to them by people who paid for them. I asked, can I see what's in these master classes? And one of the things I noticed a lot of these gurus tell you to do is to send a massive amount of cold emails to prospective clients, investors, journalists. Okay, I got to say this. I was a journalist for years. I still obviously put out articles and blog posts and podcast episodes and videos. I get no less than 2 to 4 cold emails every single day from people asking to be on my blog or my show. Sorry, no offense to anybody who's sending me these emails, but I normally delete them all because I just don't have time to answer you all. And cold emails don't work. You need a connection. Once again, you need to know somebody. You need to form a relationship with, say, a journalist on Twitter. Maybe you find their posts funny or informative. Maybe you like their articles. Tell them that. Don't just cold email them saying to feature your app in TechCrunch or Mashable or some other big publication. Why would you do that? They're getting 1,000 of those a day. You need to connect. You need to form a relationship. Gurus are telling you to cold email and that one of the fish will get hooked. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I say don't do it. Because a lot of, and this is another point, a lot of gurus, they keep pushing in their classes, they push the easy road. What are the shortcuts? What are the easy things you can do to bypass everybody else out there, all the other entrepreneurs? Sorry, once again, there are no shortcuts. There is no easy road. Entrepreneurship is a difficult lifestyle. It's not a job. It's not, a philosophy. It's a way of life. Being an entrepreneur is difficult. So anything that says, here's a shortcut you can take, here's an easy, simple method you can use. I love the word simple. They say, oh, you can just build a website, real simple. You can do a social media ad, real simple. Dude, none of this stuff is simple. It's actually really hard. So anytime a guru says, just 1, 2, 3, it's easy as that, and you can be an entrepreneur like me, run the other way, once again. And one of the last things that I noticed, and this is just from my own experience from reading all the different books out there, and this is why if you ever read my book, Strap On Your Boots, or took my course, Startup Essentials, you'll find that all these points, mine is the complete opposite of all of them. And this last point number 4, is a lot of their strategies and tactics and tips are old. They don't work anymore. They might have succeeded in 1990 or 2000 or 2005 or 10. They're going to tell you, well, here's what I did, to succeed and get my first 10,000 users or get my first 1,000 sales or whatever they're going to tell you. But that's old news. They did that. You can't do that. You need to know what you can do today. It's 2022, mostly 20 years after these people made their money. So a lot of what I teach are things that you can duplicate, things that are relevant and current, things that are evergreen because you can continue to do them no matter what. And cold emails, I never tell people to do that. Please don't do that. I always tell people, especially in my book, if you read it, it says relationships, connections, form them. So gurus are toxic. They are BS. Do not listen to them. Spend your money on your business, not on them. As a matter of fact, if a guru is worth, say, $10 million, why is he selling you a masterclass for $3,000? Doesn't he have or she have enough money? Don't they have enough money? Why are they selling you the course? Well, maybe it's because they're making their money from the course. Maybe they're becoming rich from the course. Maybe they had one little success and now they're selling thousands of dollars of this course and they're making $1 million a year off of poor entrepreneurs who need help and instead are getting stuck in these traps of these gurus. So don't give them your money. Spend it on your business instead. And as always, I want to hear what you guys think about gurus. Why don't you think they work? Why shouldn't you listen to them? Give me some reasons in the comments. As always, I'll answer you. Hope you learned something. Hope you stay away from gurus. And as always, I'll see you in the next episode.